Hello, my name is Amelie Kramer and this is my evaluation for my preliminary task. For our preliminary task, we had to redesign Parliament Hill school website on Dreamweaver. Doing the preliminary task made me realise that it's not as easy as I thought to create an effective and professional looking website. However, now that I've done the preliminary task, I now know what to do and what not to do for my main task. Let's take a look at my finished website. Firstly, let's take a look at the top half of my homepage. The layout of my homepage follows Joel Sklar's theory. My website is laid out the way Western people view websites. At the top, I put 3 separate images that represented the school in a positive way. Each of these pictures rolled over to a corresponding photo. Another positive is that the font is of a good size so it can easily be read by people viewing the website. Also, the logo is big and in the right position so visitors of the website know what website they are on. On the right hand side, there is the school's contact information so it is convenient for people who just want the contact information. There are also language options on the right for people whose first language isn't English to view the whole website in their first language. There is a convenient search bar for people to search things easily and social network links. The menu bar sits nicely in the middle of the pictures so people can see what section of the website they need to go to. Now, let's move on to the bottom half of the homepage. Each section on the homepage is clearly headed. There is minimal writing in Welcome to Parliament Hill, but gives enough information of the school. However, people can choose to read more. There is a recent news section, a calendar, a useful links section, and 2 top stories. The 2 top stories have pictures and basic information about what the top stories involve, and people can also choose to read more. Overall of my homepage, the layout is clear, it is easy to navigate around, and there is not too much going on. The colours correspond with each other, and the font stays the same throughout. There is a lot of white space all over my website, and the website can also be seen as quite basic and is in need of a lot more colour. The website can also be seen as quite boring and dull as there is just a basic colour scheme of white and purple. The whole website is not very uniform, especially on the bottom half. For example, the useful links section and the reading challenge sections are higher and lower than each other. There is big gaps all over the website between information. The website could have used more information on the page, and because it lacks a lot of information, the page looks quite bare. There is a boring colour scheme even though the colours correspond because it is just a basic white and basic purple. Now let's take a look at my media page. There are many positives to my media page. These include that the font is still big and easy to be read. There are pictures and links to each media course. For example, GCSE Media, AS and A2 Media. These also include a little bit of information about each course which is convenient. Having these pictures and links to different media courses makes it convenient for people who just want to know about a specific course. There is also still a convenient search bar and social network link. There is brief information about media studies with a picture of the head of media, which is convenient so people know who the head of media is. There is also an option for people to read even more information about media studies. Each of the images on the page to do with media roll over into corresponding images. There is a menu bar at the top of the page which is easily accessible, and media is in capital letters so people know that they are on the media page. There is a welcome to media studies at the top of the page and is in big font so it is easy to be read. At the bottom of the page there are sponsor links of people who are sponsors Parliament Hill. As well as there being positives for my media page, there is also a lot of negatives. These include there is not enough information on the page, so the page looks very, very bare, just like the home page. There is too much white space all over the media page, which makes it look very bare also. There is gaps in between information, which does not look very professional, and it is not a uniformed layout. It is still a boring color scheme, just like the homepage, so people see the website as very dull. Overall, the website can be seen as very bare and lacking a lot of information that should have been.
Having evaluated my website, I now know what to do and what not to do for my main task. I also now know that my website does not have to be boring, dull, lacking information, and plain for it to be clear and coherent. People will still be able to navigate around a website that has information that isn't plain and that isn't lacking spark.